All right, we're out here in the shop today, working on the tractor again. I haven't got it out to pressure wash it yet because right after that last video, it turned off about 15 degrees. So I've just been working on the wiring a little bit. By that, I just put this nice piece of wire loom on here. Keep the wires from getting caught in anything. I took the exhaust off of it. It's sitting over here. I made it a little bit longer because when I was driving the tractor, it was blowing all the exhaust in my face, so I made it a little bit longer. And I went ahead and painted it all black with some barbecue paint. So we'll see how that lasts. I've been cooking my paint on in front of the heater. Seems to be working. Next thing I'm gonna do is take these off here. I'm not sure what these are, what they were used for. So yeah, I got my impact up here. I'm gonna see if I can take these loose. Oh, that wasn't very tight. So close. Got some big chunks of angle iron. Well, those came off a lot easier than I was thinking. I had the torch ready to go, but guess we won't be needing that. Well, at least it's not quite so jagged. I'll probably pull this off, and then I'll just tinker with the wiring a little bit more until it's warm enough to get this thing out and wash it off. All right, been messing around with the exhaust, got it painted. It's just sitting on there right now. I still gotta clamp it on, but obviously that goes on top of the hood. So I was messing back here while that was drying. I tightened up my seat because I found out it was loose. I put a bolt through the shifter because the pin that was in it seemed like it was too short, because I could look in here and I could see it rocking up and down in the hole. So I found a bolt that was the same size and put it in there. It seems more solid now, shifts decent. Yeah, so that's about all I've got done so far. Hopefully next we'll have a warm enough day where we can get this thing outside and clean it up. All right, we're back out here. It's been a few days, but it's supposed to be warm tomorrow, so I should be able to get this thing out to pressure wash it. The hood is back on it, but that was just because I had it out and I wanted to see how it fit with the new alternator. But right now I'm working on lights so I can have those ready for tomorrow. Not that I need them, but this is the light that was on it. All I did was I gutted the inside and I put an LED in here. So if you look, I'll just hot wire it for now. That's the old light, just a regular 1156 bulb. Actually don't look too bad on this camera, but it's not very bright. And there's the new LED. So I'm gonna go through and take that one apart and make it just like this one, hopefully. The only tricky part is that one has a cracked lens, so it might be harder to get it put back together. So we'll see. Okay, I got it apart. This is what's inside. It's just a reflector with a single element bulb. The lens is broken in half, so that'll make it tricky to put it back together. I'm just gonna clean all the dust and stuff off that has gotten inside. Might try to find some silicone just to keep that from getting back in there. And then we're just gonna take this out and get rid of it and get our LED put in there. Okay, it's hard to see, but there's a rivet right there. That's what holds the ground wire on. So all I'm gonna do is grind the head of this rivet off, and then we'll go back in with a screw or a small bolt, whatever you want to call it, with a nut on the back side, and that's how we'll attach our ground. And then we're gonna run the hot wire right back through this bulkhead just like they did back in the day, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, this is the LED that I have. It's super cheap off of Amazon. It's like $19 or something like that for two of them. 4-inch. Probably not the highest quality, but better than what I had. So they're also very thin. What I'm going to do is cut this bracket off because I don't need that for what I'm doing. It does come with a mounting bracket and everything if you wanted to just run them how they are. So I'm going to go over to the bandsaw, trim this off of here, grind it down smooth, and then I've got some stuff to shim this out inside the housing so it fits somewhat tight. Doesn't have to be super tight because it don't really matter, but yeah, so we'll get that cut off, get it shimmed in the housing, and then we'll mount it on the tractor. All right, got it wired up and it's sitting down in there. It's mostly tight. I just put a few rubber bands around the outside so it has kind of something to sit on while it goes in there, so that whenever I put the lens back on, it should push down on this and keep it pretty much where it's at. Even if it does fall back in there, it can't go anywhere. So yeah, now I'm gonna clean my lens up as best I can, try to find some silicone or something to keep water from getting back inside, and try to reassemble the whole thing. Got the lights put back on. They look pretty factory from a distance. I mean, they look pretty good up here. You can just see there's something white in there. But they're very bright, much brighter than the incandescents. So now I just gotta hook this wire up to a switch, and I'll probably go ahead and hook this one up too. This is the one for the back light back there, which I'll probably change it out for a LED because I have another one. And then we should be just about ready to take this thing up and pressure wash it. All right, we're up here at the other shop. There's a pressure washer that is inside, so I don't have to worry about it freezing up because it's supposed to be super cold. But I've got some degreaser on here. I already got started a little bit, got too excited. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep pressure washing this thing and see how it cleans up. Alright, got her all washed down. Looks pretty good. No paint on this side of the motor. This side still has some paint, but it's almost dried off. I'm gonna go ahead and get the hood put back on it, so hopefully it'll make the trip back to the house.